If you have an account with Navy Federal, they owe you some money. On February 6, 2024 at 5 p.m., Navy Federal settled a debit card fee lawsuit for over $5.5 million. This is not the same class action lawsuit that was filed last month.
I just don't understand it.
The nation's largest credit union facing a class action lawsuit, Navy Federal Credit Union.
If you were a Navy Federal Credit Union member between August 9, 2016 to March 24, 2023, they owe you money. And I'm going to show you right now everything you need to do to get paid. Now let's get right into this. On February 6, 2024 at 5 p.m., Navy Federal settled a debit card fee lawsuit for $5.5 million. The $170 billion Navy Federal Credit Union, this class action lawsuit will reimburse debit card fees for an estimated 4 million members, according to court filings at the U.S. District Court in Alexandria, Virginia. Now, I'm going to show you the steps that you need to follow to find out if you meet all of the qualifications, as well as what you need to do to submit your claim so you can get paid. But I want to be clear on this. I want to make sure that people understand this is not the same lawsuit that was just filed for Navy Federal Credit Union as they were denying Black veterans for mortgages. Now, surprisingly, a lot of people still don't know about this, but long story short, a guy was interviewed on CNN about him being denied for homeownership with Navy Federal Credit Union.
I was the CEO of my company, so I had a pretty good income.
Your credit was in the 700s. Mm-hmm. You had recently sold your house. Mm-hmm. You had $100,000 for the down payment, which was more than 20%.
Correct. I mean, what more could you ask for?
CNN reviewed Otandi's financial documents. He even had a pre-approval letter from Navy Federal in hand. But just 2 weeks before closing,
I got a denial. They sent me a letter saying, "We're sorry, but your application has been denied."
Now, I thought it was just him, but I had no idea it was this many people affected. Check this out.
So the first plaintiff is Sherelle Jacob. She's a 40-year-old Black resident of Washington State, and her husband, who is in the armed services. Together, they make about $200,000 in salary. They have no debt. They have ample savings. Both have exceptional credit scores above 800. This is according to the complaint. And the lawsuit says Jacob and her husband sought a mortgage from Navy Federal in October 2023 to support the purchase of what's called a modest family home. And they were denied before being approved by another lender.
Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, well, Calvin, it's just those two people. No, check this out.
Is Lakita Oliver. So she is a 44-year-old Black resident of Miami-Dade County, Florida. She works as a capital improvement project analyst. It sounds like a cool job. And previously co-owned a small business. According to the complaint, she makes approximately $100,000 per year in salary, has good credit, a history of home ownership, and very little debt. After a month-long process, her mortgage was denied.
The nation's largest credit union facing a class action lawsuit, Navy Federal Credit Union now is accused of discriminating against Black borrowers.
Home ownership is part of the American dream. But for Army veteran Jerome Singletary and his family, it's a dream deferred.
We filled out an application with Navy Federal for a VA home loan. We were denied because of our credit.
Singletary says he found ways to work as a disabled vet and reapplied for the same loan, but was still denied.
It feels alarming that there's no you were denied, but.
Yes. There was no but. It was just that you were denied.
Curtis Drafton, founder of U.S. Veterans Hall of Fame, says his organization ran a survey to ask who had been denied for the loans.
Within 48 hours, 21 veterans said, yes, I was denied by them. And then when they looked for the response on why they were denied, there was no applicable response according to protocol on why they should have been denied.
Singletary hopes this dream, temporarily deferred, won't be a permanent dream denied.
We turn our key. We don't have to worry about anything else. Our mind is clear and focused on our families. And if Navy Federal can do that for us, I feel like we will be in a much better place physically, mentally, and emotionally. as well as spiritually.
Edward Barnes said he applied for mortgage refinancing through Navy Federal in October and got denied.
It's just not making sense. I mean, especially with me being the 34-year loyal customer that I am, I just don't understand it.
He said the rejection doesn't make sense to him because another lender, Tidewater Mortgage, approved his request 2 months later.
I submitted the same exact paperwork and everything that I submitted to Navy Federal, and literally my closing is on the 21st of this month. We're in 2023. Like, they should be past this. Stuff like this shouldn't be happening.
Either way, I'll keep you posted on that separate lawsuit as that plays out as well. Now back to the debit card lawsuit. Real quick, if you want me to take a look at your personal credit report and then create you a custom game plan to improve your credit score and get you closer to your credit goals, you can learn more about it in the link below. Now back to the video. Now here's the qualifications. Number 1, did you have an account with Navy Federal Credit Union between August 9, 2016 to March 24, 2023? Number 2, did you use your debit card during that time frame? Number 3, were you ever charged an ISA fee for an online overseas purchase that you made while you were in the United States during that same time, August 9, 2016 to March 24, 2023? If you meet those qualifications, then you can submit a claim for each debit card transaction that you were charged an ISA fee for. Let me show you how to file a claim. Now, I have the link to this claim form in the description below. There's a couple ways that you can submit a claim. One, you can file a claim online. That's clicking the link that I put in the description below, and you put in your ID and your PIN number. Or you can file a claim by mail. All you have to do is fill out, sign, and date the claim form and then mail it to this address. Also, if you want to file a claim, you must submit a claim form by June 7, 2024. If you are a settlement class member and you submit a valid claim, you will be eligible to receive a cash settlement class member payment from the settlement fund. Now, how much money will you be able to get for each claim that you submit? Let's go into it. Now, since it's $5.5 million and it's over 4 million Navy Federal Credit members and it's over 4 million Navy Federal Credit members during that same time, it looks like you're only going to be able to get $4 for each valid claim. So if you end up submitting 10 claims, that'll be $40. If you ended up submitting more than that, then you can just end up doing the math. But again, each claim must be tied to a debit card transaction in which there was an ISA fee filed. Unfortunately, Navy Federal Credit Union has been going through back-to-back lawsuits, and this might just be the beginning. Now, hopefully nothing else this big happens for Navy Federal, but let's be honest, right now it's very difficult to trust any bank, any credit union, because it seems like they're all over the place right now, and it's hard to trust someone. If you like this video, you're most definitely going to like the next one. I'll see you there.